Amelia, there you go. Look. Amelia, this is all for you. That's Amelia's bed. It's a princess bed. Do you love it? Here, let me take your shoes off, Cinderella. Let's get those glass slippers. Mm-hmm. There you go. Okay, now here I'm going to lift you up. Ready? Woo! First time in the big bed. Look at you, Peachy, you. Oh, you look so pretty in that bed. Oh, wow. Amelia, that's your bed. That's your bed. And you know what? There's so much room in that bed, Daddy can sit down next to you and read you your stories right here. Right here. Look. There's Gerald's books. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked, and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he'd buckle at the knees, yes. Now every year in Africa, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when that day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really rather bad. The warthogs started waltzing, boom ba ba boom ba ba boom ba ba ba, and the rhinos rock and rolled, do 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 do. The lions danced a tango, brum, ba-rum, bum, bum, ba-rum, bum, bum. That was elegant and bold. The chimps all did the cha-cha. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. With a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel.
Oopsies.
Whoopsie daisies.
Oops daisies.
Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly one. Oh, Gerald.
You're so weird.
You're so weird.
Sorry, dude.
Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. Oh, they're right. He thought it's useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot.
I feel like a money star.
Aww. He crept off from the dance floor and he started to walk home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and all alone. Oh, poor Gerald.
How would you?
Hug a Gerald.
That's good that we never but story.
Back to our story. He found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh.
Oh, excuse me.
Coughed the cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on.
Passagem zero. Difference. Oops. Oopsies.
Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music.
Me. What?
And with that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald...
Me stopped. Cricket said and picked up violin. Do I need the most music? The whole was a free. Mickey Circus is neck. This way is tears. Bell. Run it there.
The bear.
Oh, there's the bear.
There's the bear. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and he leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I am dancing. Yes, I am dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on, and they watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald is the best dancer that we've
seen."
How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow.
Baba! Said we all tested it to do furthermore. We never did.
Very good. Now, I'll tell you what, Amelia. Here's what we're going to do next. We're going to do our prayer. Okay? And when we do the prayer now in here, we're going to do it over here. This is where the candle is. And I'll light it. And you can sit right there, make your hands.
Bookie.
Okay, now, let's make hands and say our prayer. Ready?
We says goodbye, and the stars shine the sky got to be me. Not far, but when it has enough. Amen.
Amen.
Go.
Blow it out.
That's the view.
That's right. The smoke carries the prayers up to heaven.
Too.
Now, my sweet girl, are you ready to go night-night in your big girl bed?
Big girl bed.
Yeah. See, I'm going to put these up, and this will keep you safe so you don't fall out. And there's one on this side, too.